Right here on This Is Now. Maui police are investigating after hunters made a gruesome discovery in a remote area of Kula late yesterday afternoon.
For the latest details in this, we're joined live by Chelsea Davis from Maui. Chelsea, we know you've been talking to MPD all morning. What can you tell us?
Well, Dylan Ash, I'm at the Maui Police Department headquarters here in Wailuku, where detectives are currently piecing together that information. I did speak with police officials this morning, and they have confirmed with me that hunters discovered the possible and what's believed to be human remains wrapped in plastic in Kula yesterday. Now, this is the details that we know so far. The call came in around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. Officers responded to a property off Ke'anuhea Street in Kula. This is the Waiahuli Hawaiian homelands. Detectives and crime scene technicians from the Criminal Investigation Division, also known as CID, arrived on scene around 5 p.m. to conduct the investigation, which remains active right now. While I was up there yesterday, they had the scene secured and blocked off from the intersection of Ke'anuhea Street and Kauila'aha Street. There were several police vehicles, both marked and unmarked, that I saw, as well as ambulances and fire trucks. Now, police aren't releasing much details at this time. As I mentioned, detectives are currently piecing together the investigation, but they said as soon as details become available, they will let us know, and of course we'll let you folks know on air and online. That's the latest from Maui. I'll send it back to you, Dylan and Ash.
Thank you so much for that live report, Chelsea. I want to ask you a quick question. We understand it's in a very remote area and you weren't able to get very close to the scene. Can you tell us a little bit more about the area the remains were found? How far is it from the main road?
Yes, exactly. So as I mentioned, this is in the upcountry area of Maui. So in Kula, also known as the Waiahuli Hawaiian homelands. And there is a community there, but like you mentioned, it is really remote. The homes, of course, are spread out. And so that area specifically off Ke'anuhea Street, it was dark. And as I mentioned, I was pushed back to where police ended up securing the road and had the intersection blocked. There's detectives going in and out of that gated area. So I'm not exactly sure how large that property is, but I know officers and detectives and investigators were out there for a very long time. So it's an entirely wooded area. I am going to head up there right now and try to talk to some neighbors, some residents who live in the area who could possibly tell me a little bit more about that property. And again, as soon as I find out, I'll let you folks know right here on air and online as well.
Our Chelsea Davis keeping an eye on it all on Maui. Chelsea, thank you so much for your reporting.
And now let's take a look at some of the other big headlines from today.